What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we are checking out the Venom F5 concept. We're going to do a stage 5 shift pattern and tune. We're going to do a maxed out stage 6 shift pattern and tune. We're going to look for a live racing setup and we're going to do a review on the car. So let's get to the maxed out shift pattern and tune first, and then we'll move on to the other stuff. When you have all the stage 6 parts installed and all the fusion parts, nitrous goes all the way to the right. Final drive down to 2.17, tire pressure on 8 psi, and that's going to give us a dyno time of a 7.066. To drive this car, what we're going to do is try and launch right around 5,000 RPM. Shortly after shifting to second gear, nitrous will be on third gear and all the rest of the shifts right before the red line. Very easy car to drive on stage 5 when it's maxed out. You're probably actually going to want to launch a little bit before 5,000 RPMs, but let's give this a go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, seventh gear, and that's all she wrote. Very easy car to drive overall. I like driving this one. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. There we got a 7.022. Pretty decent run overall. Now we're going to set this baby back to stage 5 parts only and see what she can do on stage 5. We'll show you how to shift it, drive it, tune it, all that good stuff. And thank you to Nitro for CSR. I'm using his account to make this video. Without accounts like this, us YouTubers couldn't make videos like this for you guys. So check out his YouTube channel. There's a link to that in this video's description. Alright, so when you have all the stage 5 parts installed along with all the fusions, you're going to tune it like this. Nitrous at 158, and then we got a 4.4. Final drive down to 2.10. Tire pressure is still at 8 psi, and that gives us a dyno time of a 7.900. 7.900. Alright, so to drive it, we're simply just going to do a very standard shift pattern. Launch between 5 and 6,000 RPMs. Nitrous on second, and hey, very easy to drive, all the shifts right before the red line. 3, 2, 1, go. Second and nitrous, third, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, and we are going to go into seventh. But bam, very simple to drive. There we got a 7.905. Sometimes I'm running in the 7.8, sometimes I'm hitting 7.9s. So if you get a really good run on this, it will beat dyno on stage 5. Now we're going to set the car up and see if we can find one of those really amazing live racing tunes, and I definitely hopefully can. So let me pause this and we'll be right back in just about a second to let you know. Alright, we are in luck. We found a really awesome one. What we really want to look for is getting 3 times the amount of Evo as performance points, and man, we got 2184 with 647, so this is going to be a really good live racer. This should get a gigantic lobby advantage, making it win almost all the live races without needing to beat the dyno time. So let me show you how we got it set up. To make this live racing tune work, we've got the engine at stage 3, the turbos on stage 3, intake is stock, nitrous stage 3, body stage 3, tire stage 3, transmission is stage 4. So that's how you want to set it up on the parts. Alright, so I just tweaked the tune a little bit. We got nitrous on the stock position, final drive on the stock position, and tires down at 8 psi. That's going to give us a 10.207, so this car will be in the 10.2 lobby. Our goal is to not run faster than 10.207, but to run as close to it as possible, and it should win the live races without beating the dyno time, and your car will not get moved into a different lobby where you don't want to be. That's why we like these low performance point high Evo tunes. They should keep you in the same lobby where your car can constantly win. So to drive this bad boy, we're pretty much going to try and get our launch between 5 and 6,000 RPMs. Early shift into second, nitrous on third. Okay, very easy, very easy. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, and we're not going to shift into seventh. We're just going to go ahead and let that ride out. And what did we get? What did we get? All right, so that ran a 10.279. The last run was a 10.269. It's not really beating the dyno time, but on this type of tune, normally this does not matter. You can always tweak the transmission a little bit if you need to. Now, if that's not working well for you, we can try and push this into the 10.4 lobby, where we put the transmission slider to 4.44. So this is like an alternate tune. The nitrous and the tire pressure are staying in the same spot. That gives us a 10.398. And we're going to drive it pretty much the same way, except for only difference is it's going to hit 7th gear this time, and then it's going to run out on the top speed. So this is like two different tunes you can try. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And this usually runs very, very close to the dyno time. It might run just a little bit slower, but anyways, you get the point. But yeah, a good low performance point high evo tune like this normally gives you a really big lobby advantage, so it's not a big deal if your car is hitting the dyno time or not. If you've got a good lobby advantage, that's how I would try to set it up for live racing. Now we're going to do a review on the car, tell you what it's good for, if it's worth upgrading, and all that good stuff. Now the worst part about this car is it's made by Hennessey. Fusion parts for Hennessey and stage 6 parts and stuff are not going to be very easy to get. I mean, I've been playing this game for 5 years and I've got very few Hennessey parts, okay? That's the main drawback of this. If you don't have a bunch of keys to open crates, you're going to have a very, very, very hard time getting parts for this car when it's not being used for some sort of event. Now, when you max the car out, it's capable of doing like 6.93 something, which is very good. 486 miles per hour on the top speed. 0 to 60 is like 0.8 something. 0 to 100 is like 1.2 something. So it's got good top speed, good acceleration, 6.9 car, very fast car overall, which makes it pretty darn nice. Now, it's not really much of a dyno beating car, guys. It's not really a dyno beater, so that's one drawback about it. If you need a car that's going to beat dyno easily, this might not be the one you want. Now, if you have enough parts on this, it'll definitely beat Tempest 1, Tempest 2, Tempest 3, and it'll beat the boss called Shax, which is the first boss, so it'll have no problem beating the bosses with enough parts installed. It does have a low performance point high evo setup that I think will do very well and give you a great lobby advantage, but like I said, you're going to have a really hard time getting parts for this car, which is why I would probably avoid upgrading this one. Unless you really need it for an event or something like that, I probably would just let it collect dust. But if you need it for an event, yeah, upgrade it, run the event, that'll be cool. It should be a pretty nice live racer, but I don't know, there's a lot of things about it that I just don't like. It is fast, 6.9 is very good, but there's very few situations where running a 6.9 is going to help you, because tuning your car for the type of race you're trying to do is normally what works. The game's just kind of weird like that. So top speed matters, acceleration matters, how fast you cross the finish line matters to an extent. If the car is too slow and you're trying to run some sort of event, yeah, you're not going to make it. But most of the time, you're not going to need to run a 6.9 for anything unless you're doing like a showdown. Showdown is the one exception where the fastest car does the best. So bottom line, is definitely a cool car. It's got its drawbacks. It's hard to get parts for it. I like the car, but it's not going to be one of the best cars in the game, I don't think. A lot of people are going to love this car. A lot of people are probably going to be very disappointed with this car, but you know, if you want to upgrade it, that's up to you. Personally, I would let it set and collect dust unless I really need it to upgrade it for some sort of event. Well, I think that wraps this one up. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell and set those notifications to all. If you drop down this video's description, you'll see a link to my Discord server, links to my other YouTube channels, and all kinds of other good stuff. If you really want to help support the channel, you can hit the thank you button or the join button and become a monthly member. All monthly channel members get access to the VIP room on my Discord server and stuff like that. So anyways, I think that wraps this video up. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to check out my other YouTube channels like dannylightning Science Tech, where we do short, fun facts. Short, fun science facts, I guess you would say. I don't know, but all right. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Lightning out. See ya.